Peace, so family. It's your girl Enjoli, Reiki Master Level 3, Holistic Spiritual Wellness Coach. Have you ever wondered what nobody tells you about starting a spiritual business? Like, everyone sees the beautiful candles, the crystals, the readings, the healing sessions, and the aesthetics of, social media. But very few people talk about what happens behind the scenes. For me, Enjoli Soul Scents wasn't just an idea. It was something that kept calling me. I had several dreams back to back. The ancestors was very forceful. During the pandemic, like I said, I started having dreams over and over again, and in that dream, I kept hearing the word soul scents. At first, I brushed it off. I thought maybe it was just another random dream, but no dreams are random. None of them. But it kept coming back. Eventually, I remembered this wasn't something I couldn't ignore anymore. And I'm glad I didn't, because 5 years later, look. Then one morning I woke up with this overwhelming feeling like it was time. I didn't have every detail to figure out. I didn't have a huge business plan. I didn't even have a lot of capital to start from. But I simply started ordering supplies, wax, oils, herbs, jars, wicks. I trusted the next step, even though I didn't know. You got to do it sometimes. You got to trust spirit. Even my logo came to me in a dream. I can remember waking up and immediately trying to find something similar to that, like my vision on Google. Looking back now, I smile because pieces didn't arrive all at once. They came one by one. And as I was willing to listen and sit and receive, I also want to say something that's really important. I don't think I would have recognized all those dreams if my life had been as noisy as it kind of is now. During that season, I was eating cleaner, I was meditating constantly, I was fasting, I was spending a lot of intentional time in my solitude in myself. And as a toddler mom, a homeschooling mom, that should be enough for y'all. I was creating space to hear my own thoughts, to pray, to reflect, and to notice what kept showing up in my life. So now, I have to figure out mom and business. Whether someone believes those dreams came from God, the intuition, the higher self, subconscious, the universal energies that be. I think creating a quiet space made me more aware of what I was experiencing. But here's what no one tells you. Starting a spiritual business doesn't automatically mean your life becomes easier. No. There are days when sales are low. There's months when I don't get sales at all. There's days when I question myself. And there'll be days where you question yourself. Days when you're creating content, packing orders, answering emails, making products, showing up at vending events, and still wondering, is anyone seeing all this hard work that I'm doing? I'm in debt. Had to file Chapter 7 bankruptcy. But, this is your purpose. People just see the finished candles. They don't see the hours spent researching ingredients, learning the old ways to do certain things. They don't see the testing, that you're doing. The universe is giving you everything. They don't see the pouring, the labeling, the packaging, the photography of it, videos, updating your website, learning new marketing, because it's changing all the time. Being spiritually aligned doesn't mean you stop working hard. It means you continue showing up with purpose even when you don't immediately see results. Like, I can't even stress that enough. Like, you still have to keep going when you don't see results. I also learned that discernment really matters. Not every opportunity is meant for you. What's that saying? All money is not good money. Not every collaboration is the right collaboration. And I learned that early in my public, just in my business career. Not everyone will understand your work, and that's okay. It's okay. The people who are meant to connect with you, eventually they will connect with you. I'm slowly still finding my tribe, and that's beautiful, and it's okay. One of the biggest lessons this journey has taught me is that healing isn't something I offer to other people. It's something I have to continue choosing for myself, or I'm no good for others and myself. Yeah. The more I heal, the more authentic I become, the more comfortable in my own skin I am. The more authentic I become, the more my business reflects who I really am and what my real mission here and what my goal is, So if you're thinking about starting a spiritual business, my encouragement is this. Don't wait until everything feels perfect, because it never will. Start where you are. It's okay. It's okay to start with $50. It's okay to start with $500. Start. Protect your peace. Sometimes you can't tell your dreams to everybody, and that's okay. Not your family might be your biggest haters at the beginning. Keep learning, stay grounded, and make room for stillness, because sometimes the answers you've been searching for, you already found them. And being more than they're found in creating enough, if that makes sense to you guys. Quiet to hear what's already trying to reach you. Sometimes people are like, I gotta do this. Sometimes you just need to sit up, light a candle, meditate, journal. Thank you for being here and supporting my journey. If this message resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Have you ever had an idea, a dream, a feeling that kept coming back, until you finally acted on it? Saratoga, best water ever, actually. So like I said, I'm out in nature doing my thing. I'm sending you guys major love and light.